don't be intimidated by the schedule. I actually would advise you not to overthink it. Put your faith in Kombat's hands. Like, you're not the only person that's ever done this. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that have gone through the schedule. So if it looks too daunting, don't look at it, just show up. That would be my main piece of advice, because you end up just doing a lot more than you realise that you can. So my name's Caitlin, I'm 25, I live in London, I work in advertising, and I've been at Kombat Group for, 11 or 12 days now? Something like that. Too short. I decided to do the boxing because I do a bit at home anyway, and I like to think that I can improve on a skill that I had a bit of at home, and then I can come back and continue to improve on it. This is a really good place to come if you're not sure. I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, and I felt quite a lot of uncertainty because I'm travelling alone. There's a lot going on with COVID and travel with COVID, and it can be quite daunting. So the fact that I knew that I wanted to be somewhere where other people were, and I knew that I wanted to be somewhere where there was a routine, and I knew that I was going to be doing some things every day. But when I ended up stumbling upon Kombat Group, I just thought that it would be a really good option for that reason. I knew that there would be some support there. And that's what I really wanted to do this interview for, really, just to let people know that if you're feeling unsure for any reason, whether it's because you don't know how it's going to work at the airport, or you're on your own and you don't know if you're going to make any friends, or you don't know what the training is going to be like, or maybe you're in a stage in your life where you don't even know what you want to do, like I was. I didn't know really what I wanted to do or what I wanted to get out of this situation. Like, this really is the place to come. There's no other option than having a good time and getting a lot out of it. And you'll be supported from start to finish. Like, from the moment I made contact with Kombat, I had a response within a few hours. I was getting WhatsApped by Barbara. It's not like very impersonal emails. If you've got any questions, they'll answer everything. If you've got any concerns or queries, you guys know all of the processes around the regulations of the airports and what I need to bring, what I don't need to bring. So yeah, if you're umming and ahhing and you need a final push, this is it. I think the main thing for me is confidence. Not just in my decision making, because I do feel really proud of myself that I actually decided to come here, and I made a good decision in choosing to come here, but I've never been someone that finds it very natural to spend much time on their own, and I think Kombat has enabled me to bridge that gap, because although this has been an independent trip and I'm not with anyone from home, I've made so many friends and connections here that it's like I've got my own circle of friends now, but it's all been my thing. So I'm still independent and I'm still traveling solo, but when you want company, you can have company and you can make fantastic friendships with people. I mean, the kind of friendships that you make when you're training with people 3-4 hours a day, and sometimes you don't want to be there, and sometimes you really do want to be there, and then you see other people improve, and you see, there's so many reasons why you can make fantastic connections with people that you actually never feel alone. So it's been really good for me to know that when I felt as though I was going to be by myself and maybe be isolated, actually there are always ways in which to make connections with people. Because like, no one here really is. I've been the only girl here this week. That's another thing. Like, it really doesn't matter who's here, because everyone's just got this open-minded mindset. I would never ordinarily be friends with, if I saw on the street, it wouldn't, like, we're not similar in terms of personalities or age or demographic or anything like that, and yet I consider them some of my closest friends now. Don't be intimidated by the schedule. I actually would advise you not to overthink it. Put your faith in Kombat's hands. Like, you're not the only person that's ever done this. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people that have gone through the schedule. So if it looks too daunting, don't look at it, just show up. That would be my main piece of advice, because you end up just doing a lot more than you realise that you can. And we speak a lot about it here, and you will do if you decide to come. It's all a mental thing. So if you're going to wind yourself up looking online, 4 hours training, I can't do that, I won't go, you absolutely can. So don't put yourself off by the scale of the training, thinking that you can't do it. I do a lot of exercise at home, so the concept of exercising wasn't foreign to me. But when people say, I'm going to do 3 or 4 hours training in 30 degrees every day, it can be quite scary. But don't worry, because, as I say, so many people have gone through this and have come out the other side feeling so much better physically, but like I mentioned before, coming out so much more confident as well, which is a really lovely thing. I'd be lying if I said I just came here for training. Like, I didn't. I came here because I wanted to get a tan, and I wanted to go out for some drinks, and I wanted to wear a nice dress, and lots of normal things that people don't just come here to do, like army style training every single day. Like, for me, it had to be about balance. So I do my training, I put my bikini on, I have sunbathing for ages. When I feel like I'm about to burn, I'll go out. I've been out several times to the beach and to the city for food or whatever on my own. I've never ever felt uncomfortable. The stage of development that Thailand's at the moment means that there are apps and stuff that mean that you can always feel safe. Like, Bolt for me has been a massive thing, because it's just like Uber. Like, if I want to get somewhere in the city, I don't have to walk around asking everyone, how do I get here, how do I get there, unsure about what taxi I'm getting in, stuff like this. That's not an issue. So I felt, it's funny that you ask, really, because safety hasn't even really been something on my mind yet. I've always felt completely safe. Obviously not stupid, but stupid not in a stupid way, but no, I felt completely secure. And there is time and room for balance as well. If I was to say one last thing, it would be not to let the unknown put you off. Don't let what you don't know stop you from doing something that could be really amazing. Because I almost did, and I'm so glad I didn't.